Hello folks, this is Hitman Von Doom, and this are some Dr. Doom stories that I just managed to pick up, that I managed to amass in a few weeks. Of course, Do More, number 1, which, funny story about the Do More is that, well, I've been, trying to pick this up for a while, and it's been, on my list. I gotta pick it up, but for some reason, I kept putting it off, and I kept putting it off. And then finally, I was like, you know what? Roll up my sleeves. I gotta get it done, and I gotta get it. And I finally just got these. So I finally got Do More. Now, unfortunately, Old Man Logan's story arc is the next one that's like on the back burner, where it's like, I gotta get it, but something keeps coming up, something else keeps coming up. So, it's a double-edged sword. Do More. This is where Dr. Doom actually takes over not Latveria, takes over Wakanda. He instigates a revolt, and him and like Black Panther are in like this sort of chess match with their two nations, so it's pretty entertaining. Do More number 2, of course. When the X-Men don't actually attack Doom directly, because this is when Utopia was just newly established, so the X-Men actually come to aid Storm from being executed in public, and this is where Dr. Doom is pretty much forcing Storm to open up the gate so he can get the storage of vibranium. This one. Dr. Do More number 3. No, I'm not sure if it's this one or it's the 4th one. I can't remember, but I think this might be the issue where he finally gets the vibranium. This might be the issue where he finally gets the storage of vibranium. And the reason he wants vibranium, not because it's super rare, because it has mystical properties that he could enhance. And strengthen himself with. And yeah, that is the issue where he gets the vibranium. And the way he gets the vibranium is through the test of purity. And as Reed Richards put it, how he got the vibranium, we don't know. He's the most corrupt man, but according to this one, which I really liked, and I thought it was well done, that yes, he's done horrible things, but the way he rationalized it was that, he's done horrible things, but, everything he's done to prevent humanity from destroying itself. He's saying, look at humanity, they're already destroying us, look at what they've done. Comparing my action to that, and I'm a saint, and that he's looking to futures, and every future except the one that he rules, humanity's destroyed himself. So I really like this one. And then Do More number 4. This is where Doom starts unleashing his Doombot with the newly vibranium armor, and they're struggling to beat it because vibranium is almost unbreakable. So they're struggling to beat it, and at the same time, Black Panther finally decides to introduce a wild card, which of course is Deadpool. And Deadpool goes to Latveria, and his cast when I tries to assassinate him. Only Doom isn't there. Very solid one. Do More number 5. This is where Dr. Doom finally gets his vibranium armor enchanted. And a funny thing too is because he didn't know where he was. The only way they knew how to find Doom was to locate the vibranium. And their team that's trying to take out Doom, they're exhausted. Because there are so many teams, Fantastic Four, some X-Men, War Machine gets into the fray, and they're just struggling because, like the Nimrods, they keep adjusting to each attack, and they have vibranium, so it takes more and more to take them down. And of course, Deadpool really used brilliantly here, great comic relief, and it's funny because in order to find Doom, he has to go through a door that will possibly cause insanity and stuff, and Deadpool is like the best guy for it because he's already insane. And Do More number 6, finally. And a little disappointed with this one because I thought it was a little anticlimactic because you're expecting this huge, awesome battle to end all battles, but instead, Black Panther gets just close enough to put a charge on Dr. Doom's armor, and in other words, pretty much do a kamikaze thing, rendering all vibranium useless. That was manufactured in Wakanda, and plus thus plunging his economy into, pretty much destroying his own economy of Wakanda. And so it was a little anticlimactic because it was like, instead of this big bad, you get that. And I was like, But ultimately, a good series. Another Doom Stories I picked up was Fantastic Four, number 58. 58. Now, this is what I think the issue is called A Day in the Life of Dr. Doom. And this is truly a day in the life of Dr. Doom. The Fantastic Four don't make an appearance at all in this. like at all. They don't make an appearance. This is like the story of Doctor Doom, and it's really solid to see what he does day to day, planning the downfall of the Fantastic Four. He introduces the power cosmic into some unknown being. Of course, it's unstable, and he doesn't want to do it. He kills someone, and the biggest surprise was Kristoff. Back in Fantastic Four 247, his mother died under his protection, and he took it upon himself to take care of the child. And the thing that's surprising, he's doing all these actions, but at the same time, the kid, Kristoff that he took under his care, showed affection for Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom actually had an affection for him. So that was like an interesting dynamic. Definitely worth checking out. Continuing that arc was Fantastic Four number 60. I don't have number, 59. But this is where Doctor Doom's plans kind of go awry. And I love the cover to that, too. I mean, just look at that. But, he puts this power cosmic into this being. Only the power cosmic is unstable. And because it's unstable, he knows that the guy's gonna die, and the guy finds out about this, and he's so powerful, Doctor Doom tries to control him, but of course it backfires, and he freezes him into a statue. And the only one that's gonna be able to stop him, Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer makes an appearance and stops that guy who has the power cosmic with him. Silver Surfer steps in and stops him. And it seems like Doctor Doom is destroyed, but he's not. So it's a very solid issue. And Aunt May makes an appearance in this, by the way. She makes a nice cameo. So it's pretty hilarious. And I got Astonishing Tales number 4. Now, the reason I got this is not because of Kazar, it's because of Doctor Doom. Although the Kazar story was really, really well done, Doctor Doom faces off against, doesn't face off against the Red Skull. The Red Skull takes over Latveria, because Doctor Doom goes on vacation, which, as you can tell, doesn't end well, because they try to assassinate him, and, he has trouble relaxing. He's like, this is what the Idle Rich do. Bah, it's beneath me, and, he's got to rot up his ass, so to speak. But the Red Skull sees this as an opportunity and takes over Latveria. And if you thought Dr. Doom was a bad ruler, you ain't seen nothing until you've seen the Red Skull. Because, my God, he already puts people in concentration camps. And puts it up as the Fourth Reich, so Dr. Doom any day as a ruler over the Red Skull for sure. Because, like I said, the Red Skull is the character that really doesn't have a redeemable quality about him. And we have Astonishing Tales number 5, which is the actual battle. When Dr. Doom sees what's happening, he gets furious. And he gets this nice battle between him. Now, maybe not as good as the battle when they fought on the moon, which I have. But this is awesome. I mean, Red Skull could never really best Dr. Doom in battle. And he tries to use Dr. Doom's own weapons. And it's so dumb because Dr. Doom knows his weapons. And needless to say, Dr. Doom wins, shrinks them down, and sends them off in a spaceship, just blasts them out of Latveria. We have this one, supervillain team-up, number 4, Doom Supreme. I actually heard about this from watching one of Dougie, I think it's 1 videos. And I was like, this sounds really interesting. Now, the story of this, Magneto seeks an alliance to take over the world. Only Dr. Doom doesn't need his help because he released some toxin into the air that will cause everyone to obey his will and his orders. And so Magneto realizes that, and he tries to get help, and, he ends up going to the Avengers and beating the living daylights out of them. He managed to recruit Beast, but, Dr. Doom is pretty much in charge of everything. Great artwork, great story. And it also continues on to Champions number 6, where Dr. Doom Magneto and Beast fight the champions that are still under the spell of Dr. Doom's toxin. Very, very, very well done, folks. Very well done. And I love how the end is that the end isn't much, we'll call it Ghost Rider can't breathe. He manages to flame up the mask of Dr. Doom, and so Dr. Doom has to take off his mask, and he ends up breathing his own toxin, and that kind of puts him in stasis, and it's just really well done. Pick up these issues for sure. And my favorite, yes, folks, that is Fantastic Four number 57. Probably a VG. I'm not a millionaire, folks. As long as I have it, and there's no writing on it, it doesn't take away from the cover, and it's in Mylar, by the way. That's why it's so shiny. And Dr. Doom number 57. This is a classic story arc where Dr. Doom steals the power of the Silver Surfer. classic story. And I'm so happy I got this. I mean, look at that. And, Jack Kirby art and everything. I mean, oh, man, Jack Kirby art. I mean, in fact, let me show you a panel from that. It's just absolutely amazing artwork. I mean, let's show a panel from that. I'm looking for a certain panel. Oh my god, Kirby art is just amazing. I mean, whew. This is worth it. This is it right there. Look at that artwork. I mean, just look at that. Look how amazing that is. Jack Kirby art. I mean, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, I completed the story arc because I wanted to get Fantastic Four number 58 when Dr. Doom's actually supreme and ruling. He spares the Fantastic Four out of his own arrogance. But again, pretty solid condition. Fine plus, I would say. No rips, no tears. Of course, you got the tanning on it, as you can see, and you got a little binder, but I would say fine. Nice, solid, fine condition. Very happy to got this one. Fantastic Four number 59. This is when the Inhumans break out. Again, very solid condition. It has like very little binder too. Definitely a fine plus in my opinion. Very solid book. This is continuing story arc, and of course, Fantastic Four number 60. Oh yeah, this is the ending of the story arc where Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four it all comes to a head. And I love how it ends because, Dr. Doom goes chasing someone into the air, but because Silver Surfer is imprisoned in the air, because Silver Surfer is imprisoned in the atmosphere, he's imprisoned in Earth, he can't go past Earth, and so Doom doesn't know this, he goes chasing after someone, and he pays the price. Let's just say that. And this would have been a really good condition, but there was writing on the cover. In pencil, thankfully, I erased that. I erased that without taking much of the ink off or anything, because I hate writing, but it would have been a better condition, but what can you say? I'm happy I got it, and I'm happy I got off the writing. And so, yeah, folks, those were my Dr. Doom stories that I picked up. Definitely, if you can afford it, definitely pick up the classic where, Silver Surfer's powers are stolen by Dr. Doom. Definitely pick that up. Definitely pick up Doom War. Definitely give the Doom Supreme story a chance. And definitely try to pick up the Astonishing Tales 4 and 5. Because you also get a nice Kazar story. But if you can't afford this, it's definitely worth checking out. It's very good. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks.